Listen up. If you're wasting your life scrolling, complaining, and begging for pity, you're not just weak, you're stupid. And stupidity isn't fixed with a motivational quote. It's fixed with brutal self-honesty. Let's cut the bullshit. The world doesn't care about your excuses. Weakness isn't tragic, it's a choice. For thousands of years, Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus warned men about the traps of mediocrity. Yet here you are, distracted, entitled, and soft. Stoicism isn't about reading books, it's about war. A war against your excuses, your laziness, and the lies you tell yourself. Today, I'm exposing the 6 signs of a stupid man. The behaviors killing your potential. If you see yourself here, it's not too late to change, but you've got to act now. Sign number 1. He blames everyone but himself. A foolish man walks through life convinced he is a victim. His boss is unfair, his girlfriend is irrational, the economy is rigged against him, and luck never seems to be on his side. The deck, he insists, is always stacked. But here's the hard truth, one that separates the strong from the weak. You are the problem. You are not a puppet at the mercy of some unseen force. You are the architect of your own reality. The ancient Stoics called this the locus of control, the invisible line between what belongs to you and what doesn't. The weak surrender theirs, allowing the storms of circumstance to batter them like a leaf in the wind. They see that unfair bosses lash out at difficult partners and curse a world they refuse to navigate wisely. But strength is found in reclaiming control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, wrote Marcus Aurelius, a man who led an empire through war and plague without collapsing into self-pity. He understood what so many refuse to accept. Blame is a prison, and responsibility is the key. Look at your life. Every struggle, every setback, how much of it did you create? Write down one problem you've blamed on others. Now dig deeper. List 3 ways you contributed to it. Maybe you tolerated disrespect, avoided difficult conversations, or refused to adapt. Now take that list, burn it, and let the smoke carry your excuses away. Then do the only thing that matters: change. Sign number 2. He chases comfort like a drug addict. Plush mattresses that cradle your body like a cocoon. Infinite doom scrolling that lulls your mind into a passive haze. Greasy burgers, sugary sodas, and the numbing indulgence of effortless pleasure. Weak men mistake comfort for happiness, assuming that ease equals fulfillment. They're wrong. Comfort is a silent prison, one without walls, without chains, yet one that traps you all the same. It dulls your edge, saps your ambition, and lulls you into complacency. The Stoics understood this. They deliberately sought discomfort. Cold showers that sent shockwaves through their nerves, nights spent on hard floors that made even a thin mattress feel like a luxury, hunger that gnawed at their stomachs but sharpened their will. Why? Because they knew the truth. Comfort is an illusion. Strength is built through suffering, not indulgence. Seneca warned, "It's not that we have so little time, but that we waste so much of it." And what wastes more time than mindless comfort? Hours vanish in front of screens. Dreams decay in beds too soft to leave. Potential is buried beneath layers of convenience. So, this week, destroy one of your comforts. Strip it from your life like dead weight. Wake before dawn and face the cold air with grit. Lift until your muscles scream. Fast until hunger humbles you. Learn what it means to be uncomfortable and endure it. Because strength isn't given, it's earned through suffering. Sign number 3. He talks more than he acts. Foolish men are intoxicated by the sound of their own voice. They fill the air with empty words, convincing themselves that talking is the same as doing. They'll preach the gospel of hustle on Twitter, crafting threads about discipline and ambition, only to spend the next 5 hours binging Netflix, lost in someone else's story instead of writing their own. They'll argue politics with strangers online, dissect policies, and claim moral high ground. Yet when election day arrives, they stay home, too lazy or indifferent to cast a single vote. They mistake noise for progress, discussion for achievement. But talk is nothing more than cowardice wrapped in performance. Action, that's courage. That's the dividing line between the delusional and the disciplined. Epictetus, a man born into slavery who rose to become one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, didn't just pontificate about virtue, he lived it. He said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." Yet here you are convincing yourself that writing a goal in a notebook is the same as achieving it. You call it manifesting. No, it's lying. The universe doesn't hand out participation trophies for good intentions. It rewards results, effort, and relentless execution. So here's your choice. Pick one goal, just one, that you've been running your mouth about for months. Something you claim to want. Now, take one real tangible step toward it. Not tomorrow, not next week, today, right now. Otherwise, do the world a favor. Shut up forever. Sign number 4. He needs permission to lead. Weak men wait, hesitant, uncertain, paralyzed, hoping for permission to step into their own power. They tell themselves that a title, a promotion, or the validation of a woman will finally make them whole, finally make them worthy. But that day never comes. Pathetic. Leadership isn't a gift handed down by others. It's seized by those bold enough to claim it. The Stoics knew this truth over 2 millennia ago. Before you can lead anyone, you must first master yourself. You don't need a boardroom to command. You don't need a crowd to follow. Leadership begins in the small, unseen choices, the ones that define you when no one is watching. Lead your habits, lead your thoughts, lead your discipline. Walk into a room not with loud bravado, but with an unshakable presence, a quiet confidence that demands respect without a single word. True, power isn't in seeking approval. It's in knowing you don't need it. This week, test yourself. Make one decision that rattles the status quo. Decline an invitation that drains your energy. Refuse a demand that disrespects your time. Say no with conviction, and when they call you selfish, let them. Smile, not with arrogance, but with the certainty that your life is not a sacrifice at the altar of their expectations. You are not a charity. You are a leader. Sign number 5, he feeds his body trash and wonders why he's tired. Your body isn't a garbage can. It's the vessel that carries you through every challenge, every triumph, every fleeting moment of your life. So why treat it like a dumping ground for toxins disguised as pleasures? Beer, processed junk food, and endless streams of digital vice aren't rewards. They're shackles. They dull your senses, drain your energy, and erode your willpower. The Stoics understood this truth centuries ago. They treated their bodies with reverence, not out of vanity, but because they knew that a weak, neglected body breeds a weak, undisciplined mind. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, warned against indulgence, urging his followers to steel their senses and resist the siren song of excess. Look around. How many people have fallen into that trap? The sluggishness after a greasy meal, the brain, fog from a sugar crash, the creeping apathy after hours of mindless consumption. You want energy? You want clarity? Then stop poisoning yourself. Master your body and your mind will follow. For the next 48 hours, commit to a test of discipline. Eat only meat, vegetables, and drink nothing but water. No sugar, no alcohol, no crutches. Feel the withdrawal as your body rebels against its old dependencies. That discomfort? That's proof of just how deep the hooks of modern indulgence have sunk into you. But push through. On the other side lies something sharper, stronger, something closer to the person you were meant to be. Keep going. Sign number 6. He thinks he's entitled to respect. Respect isn't a birthright. It's a currency earned through action, not entitlement. Yet, how many men stomp their feet, demanding admiration simply because they exist? Because they've been nice or because they've tried hard? Newsflash, the world doesn't dispense respect like participation trophies. It doesn't care about your intentions, it weighs your results. The great Stoics understood this. They didn't beg for respect, they embodied it. Through courage, justice, discipline, and wisdom, they carved legacies that still command reverence centuries later. Consider Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man of his time, yet a servant to philosophy, writing in his private meditations, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." He could have basked in his title, demanded deference, but instead he lived by example. His respect was earned, not requested. Now, audit yourself. Strip away the excuses, the justifications, the self-pity. Look at the last week of your life. Did your actions command respect, or did they invite pity? Did you display resilience, integrity, and strength, or did you retreat into mediocrity? The truth is brutal but necessary. If the answer disappoints you, fix it. The world owes you nothing, but it will respect what you build. So build something worth respecting. Conclusion. Here's your choice. Stay stupid, keep rotting on the couch, and die forgotten. Or fight, build discipline, embrace discomfort, lead. And if you're ready to fight, hit subscribe. But don't you dare click that button unless you're willing to do the work. We don't coddle here, we conquer. Now go. Memento mori. Your time's running out.